Welcome to Fantasy Legends, my name's Scott, and today we're going to be looking at one of Final Fantasy VI's ensemble cast, Shadow. Before we get into it, I'd just like to thank all the new subscribers onto the channel. We have a new logo coming, as well as a new opening trailer. Let me know in the comments down below if you'd like to see more changes in the channel. Now let's get on with the video. Shadow was designed by none other than Tetsu Nomura, and is one of the more elusive characters in Final Fantasy VI. Shadow's past remains a mystery to the party, but players can glimpse a backstory through a series of dreams he has when resting in the inn with the party. I like this form of storytelling as it allowed us to learn more about the character without it ruining the mystery for the actual team itself, and kept him always in shadows and just intrigue. Shadow does come across as a very stereotypical assassin. In fact, he would be said to have killed his own friend if the price was right. The rest of the party do view him as a cold-blooded mercenary. However, we do see him show kindness to his dog, Interceptor. We get to see him feed Interceptor by hand, as well as show concern for him, which is a lot more than we do for the rest of the cast. In fact, when he first joins the cast, he rarely speaks to them, or even gets involved in their conversations. However, later on, as the game develops, he sort of gets a kinship with the party. Or at least some of them. For example, he speaks to Terra about people who have killed their emotions, encouraging her not to do the same. By the end of the game, he does go as far as to think of the party as friends and acknowledges them as such. In terms of combat, Shadow is the archetypical knight. Regarding combat in the game, Shadow is a very typical ninja, focusing on striking enemies rapidly and evading attacks, which is not surprising considering obviously he is shown as a ninja, so you'd expect that as his archetype. One of his most iconic skills is Throw, which allows you to throw a weapon at an enemy while ignoring their defense stat. This is really brilliant in terms of damage dealing. One thing to actually watch out for with Shadow in Final Fantasy VI is that he is actually a missable character and can die. It's something to keep in mind if you want to use him as a main party member. One other thing I will mention about Shadow without ruining his story is that sleeping in inns or other rest points with Shadow in the party lets the player view up to 5 dreams about his past. The first 4 dreams can be viewed at any time in either the World of Balance or the World of Ruin, but trigger randomly. The player can rest repeatedly in the same spot with Shadow in their party to view them all at once. Shadow does have a minor difference compared to other characters when casting spells. He gets no animation for them. I'm unsure if this is a glitch in the game or was intended by the developers, but I would go more with a glitch or just missed out, rather than an attempt of the developers to try anything differently with Shadow. So there you have it, Shadow. What did you guys think of him? Was he one of your main characters? Was he one of your favourites? Let me know in the comments down below. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you for listening.